Hello, everyone in San Antonio. It's such a privilege and a delight to be able to be with you virtually this year for the Bexar County Small Business Conference. I want to thank Renee Watson and her team for all of the support over the years. I look forward to this conference on behalf of myself and the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization with the U.S. Department of State. We're excited to continue this relationship, whether in person or virtually. My name is James Anthony Josey, or Dr. Josey, and I am a Senior Procurement Analyst in the U.S. Small Business Office with the Department of State. I mainly focus in the areas of construction, architectural engineering. However, my relationships run deep throughout several bureaus. So I work in IT, I work in cybersecurity, I work in with INL and various products. So no question is out of bounds with me. So we're going to jump right into our presentation. The mission of the State Department, it was established in 1789 as the Department of Foreign Affairs, and the sole mission was to provide for the safekeeping of the acts, records, and seal of the United States. Our mission today is much different. We are the U.S. Department of State. Our primary responsibility is to fight terrorism and to protect the interests of the United States abroad and implement foreign policy initiatives while building a freer, prosperous, and secure world. As you can see on the screen, these are our top 10 products and services. And by the way, our procurement forecast is up. It is on our website, so you can go there, and it is a read-only document. So I encourage you to go there, do your due diligence now, because in a situation like that, it will be viable for maybe the first 3 quarters. As you can see, security guards, as our mission is worldwide, we have embassies and consulates all around the world, and thus security, especially after Benghazi, is very, very important. And so those categories, those first 5 categories, they total about 52% of our small business spend. Commercial and institutional buildings with OBO, that's our construction area. IT, facility support services, other computer-related services, admin, management consulting, engineering services, process, physical distribution, and logistics. Again, computer facilities management services and support activities for air transportation. Our top 10 vendors in 2020, these are the big boys. They don't go anywhere. PAE Government Services, and they do a lot of things for us worldwide. And then BL Harbert International. BL Harbert and Cadell Construction, they do all of our embassy construction. They're generally 1 and 2 when it comes to embassy construction. They're big companies now. However, Cadell started out as a small company. So they rose to the level of where they are. You see Triple Canopy, General Dynamics, SOC, Aegis, Accenture, Phoenix Air Group, AAR, and SAIC. As I indicated earlier, our mission is worldwide. A great deal of our work is overseas, some small pieces of it domestic, but the majority of it is overseas. Thus, we require a top secret clearance on just about all of our work. I know in the construction arena, we will sponsor in some cases, but I'll be honest with you, one of the reasons why I enjoy coming to the San Antonio area because of the Air Force Command, there are a plethora of small businesses who already have that top secret clearance. And so I piggyback on what's already there. At the State Department, we operate on funding bureaus. These are the bureaus that get monies to buy goods and services. At the top of the realm, you heard me mention security is a big deal at our embassies worldwide, and thus diplomatic security is our largest spend. And we have the Overseas Bureau of Operations. They do all of our building construction and the maintenance of those. Consular affairs, that's your passport. That is your visa processing centers worldwide. In Mexico City is the largest visa processing center in this hemisphere for the United States. IRM, that's all about IT, cybersecurity, etc. Then we have international narcotics and law enforcement, and they do a great deal of things. They do some small construction. They buy products for different law enforcement facilities all around the world. And so a lot of firm fixed price, reverse auction, those are the types of items that they procure. Near Eastern Affairs, Bureau A or Administration, Office of Medical Services, MED, which is very, very busy right now during this COVID environment. African Affairs, the Bureau of African Affairs, I should say, and the Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs. Now, here are the top 10 bureaus awarding to Texas businesses from the State Department. Now, these numbers are fluid. They're subject to change. The Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, Bureau of Diplomatic Security, A Bureau, Bureau of Information Resource Management. There's INL, International Narcotics and Law Enforcement, OBO, Bureau of Overseas Building Operations, Bureau of African Affairs, Bureau of European, Eurasian Affairs, Bureau of Political Military Affairs, and the Foreign Service Institute. These are our top 10 State Department contractors that are based here in Texas. You have DynCorp, the behemoth. But why do I show you DynCorp? That to many of you may look like an insurmountable beast. But when you look at $138 million, I look at the State Department has a 38% subcontracting goal. So there are opportunities, and you want to definitely knock on their door and get in touch with their small business liaison officer and find where their opportunities are. Nationwide Supplies, InfoEdge Technology Incorporated, Tigua, Export 220 Volt, InfoEdge, Dell, Prime Turbines, Gateway International, and the Alamo Travel Group Incorporated. The top 10 NAICS codes for contracts that are performed by companies out of Texas would be facilities and support services, all of your maintenance and things of that nature, legal services, administrative management and general management consulting services, and all other support services, software publishers, aircraft parts and auxiliary equipment manufacturing, electronic computer manufacturing, sporting and athletic goods manufacturing, travel agencies, and engineering services. And this is our spin by the small business socioeconomic categories. As you can see down to the bottom of that chart, those are the bureaus, and HubZone being green, WSB women-owned being yellow, service disabled being brown, 8A being orange, and just red is small business. And leading the pack would be diplomatic security for obvious reasons. IRM, Information Resource, or IT, Consular Affairs, OBO, Bureau A Administration, INL, International Narcotics and Law Enforcement, and it goes down from there. Who are we? We are the OSDBU office, the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization. And some of the things that we do, if you as a small business are not getting paid on a contract, we can weigh in. We make sure that we get the powers to be to the table to free up those funds and that you be made whole. Additionally, if there is a requirement that you feel is unduly restrictive, even at the market research phase where there's a source of sorting the RFI out, long before we get to the RFP, then we can pull the strings of the competition advocate, get the competition advocate involved in that situation. We manage all of the programs. We have what is called a tripartite agreement where SBA has delegated us some of their authority, signature authority on the contract. SBA still does offer an acceptance. However, all of our senior procurement analysts hold an unlimited warrant on 8A contracts. And so once all parties have signed off on it, our signature is the last signature. It does not have to go out to SBA. We can courtesy copy them on the executed contract after all the signatures, but that authority is delegated in our office. And so we manage HubZone 8A veterans program, service disabled veteran program, woman-owned program. We do one-on-one counseling and we do outreach. And this is something new because this is allowing the State Department to extend itself halfway across the country without even leaving. So I did not want to miss the opportunity to be a part of this conference. Here are our small business achievements and our goals. So you look at our goals for small business, 26%, we achieved 29.58 for $2.5 billion. SDB or 8A, that's a 5%. We achieved 3 times that for $1.53 billion. Woman-owned, we had a 5% goal and we were not successful in meeting that goal. And that was the first time in quite a while that we did not meet that woman-owned goal. And so we've taken some necessary measures and steps on new requirements. The spend was $413 million. Service disabled, 3% goal. We achieved 4.79 or $408 million. HubZone, 3%. We almost doubled that, 5.71 for $487 million. So, as I indicated, one of the things that we are doing to help us round the curve on our woman-owned, where we missed the mark, is for 2021 on new acquisitions, the first order of preference is woman-owned. So in other words, if it's a new requirement, the market research has come in and we have an adequate amount of competition. We have 3 women-owned, 8 8As, 4 hub zones, 7 service disabled, and 10 small businesses. We're going to set that new requirement aside for women-owned small businesses. Then service disabled, hub zone, 8A, and then all other small businesses. Here's some resources. Beta SAM, Department of State forecast. It is up on our website. Unison, you heard me speak of the International Narcotics and Law Enforcement. They do a lot of firm fixed price buys on Unison. So I would highly encourage you to, if you're selling goods and services to the government, look on Unison. And then the subcontracting opportunities. Subnet. We have one scheduled outreach event in person, and it's pushed way out into the summer of next year. We want to give this COVID climate respect and make sure that it's safe for you to attend and for us to be there. So tentatively scheduled with the U.S. Women's Chamber of Commerce. We're anticipating being in Charleston June 3rd, 2021. However, virtually, we are making preparations for the 8A conference in Nashville. We'll be there virtually. And we participate in any number of conferences. Like I said, if there's something where you want State Department to be there, definitely reach out to us, okay? And events hosted or attended by OSDBU, our office, you can see at the bottom of that slide, www.state.gov/small-business/. Additional information, if you need to reach out to our office, there's our mailing address. Our website is state.gov/small-business. And you can email us, smallbusiness@state.gov. Now, I always leave you with this. It's important now because I believe that there's going to be more competition because we are projecting to a virtual audience. And so it's beyond just those small businesses in the DC, Maryland, Virginia, or the DMV area, as we say it. You all have an opportunity to participate in RFIs, sources sought, and things of that nature. But one of the things I encourage you to do, because I work side by side with program officials who are evaluating or who are supposed to be determining capability, and that's a key word, determining capability when it comes to market research. But all too often, when they've chosen a path and they know what they want to do, they find themselves evaluating at the market research stage. And that's something else our office does, is we police that. And so it's incumbent upon you to put your best foot forward when you're responding to an RFI or a source of sought. No cookie cutter capability statements or responses. Make sure you tailor it to what they're looking for. That is so important. Tailor it. Do your homework. Specifically target the bureaus. Know what they're buying. I just gave you a great deal of information on many bureaus just in this slide deck. I showed you by NAICS code what they are buying. Target them. Respond to the RFI, sources sought, and combined synopsis solicitations, even if you think somebody's name is on it. You just never know. We're doing a lot of things virtually, so attend. Attend these outreach events, industry days, and open houses, particularly since they are virtual. I always tell people, market in the first, second, and third quarter, because the ones who are getting the opportunities in the fourth quarter are the ones who started touching offices early in the first quarter. Again, respond to all market research in proposal fashion. Follow up after all initial points of contact. That's very important. Follow up. You know, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If you don't care enough about your business growing and your business advancing in this federal space, then why should we buy into something where the owner is not fully vested? Lastly, my email address is Josey, JOSEYJA @state.gov. or smallbusiness@state.gov. Don't give me an opportunity to forget you, because I promise you I will. It's too many of you and not enough of me, and I'm in my twilight years in government service, and I want to go to the house and go fishing. So I get on information overload very quickly. So please, please, please reach out to me. The day of this event is not too soon. And feel free to nag me. Let me qualify that. Nag me at least 2 times. I'm pretty responsive at the second request. But it's exciting to be here with you. Keep fighting the fight for small businesses. Renee, thank you for all you do. You and all of your soldiers, we applaud you. We applaud you for ramping up so quickly, taking this to a virtual environment. Thank you, thank you, thank you.